The third book in the Sookie Stackhouse series, Club Dead, is set mostly in Jackson, Mississippi. Sookie meets a werewolf, Alcide Herveau, who will appear in the rest of the books, and in fact he will also make an appearance in the last book in the Sookie series, Dead Ever After. In this selection, Sookie and Alcide arrive at Club Dead in Jackson. They're looking for clues to Bill's disappearance. He grasped the handle of the door and pulled it open. The dread that soaked the air did not seem to affect Alcide. We stepped into a tiny hall that was blocked by another door after about 4 feet. I knew we were being watched, though I couldn't see a camera or a peephole. "What's the name of this place?" I whispered. "The vamp that owns it calls it Josephine's," he said just as quietly, "but the Wurs call it Club Dead." I thought about laughing, but the inner door opened just then. The doorman was a goblin. I had never seen one before, but the word goblin popped into my mind as if I had a supernatural dictionary printed on the inside of my eyeballs. He was very short and very cranky looking, with a knobby face and broad hands. His eyes were full of fire and malignance. He glared up at us as if customers were the last thing he needed. "Mr. Herveau," said the goblin slowly in a deep, growly voice. "Good to have you back. Your companion is—" "Miss Stackhouse," Alcide said. "Sookie, this is Mr. Hobb." Josephine's was not very crowded. Of course, it was somewhat early for its patrons. After the eerie build-up, the large room looked almost disappointingly like any other bar. The serving area was in the middle of the room. I wondered if the owner had been watching reruns of Cheers. The glasses hung down suspended on racks, and there were artificial plants and low music and dim lighting. There were polished bar stools. To the left of the bar was a small dance floor, and even further was a tiny stage for a band. Then I spotted a list of ambiguous rules on the wall, rules designed to be understood by the regular habitués, but not by the occasional tourist. "No changing on the premises," one said sternly. Wurs and shifters could not switch from animal to human when they were at the bar. Well, I could understand that. "No biting of any kind," said another. "No live snacks," read a third. Ick. When I was writing Club Dead, it was my intention that Sookie again be out of her element and again find a lot of new and interesting things to think about in the world of the supernatural.